Hello. Hello, how you doing? My name's Leo, I'm Scottish. Got some in. Good to see Scottish people out spending money. That's progress. That is good to see. I'm not that Scottish, you can probably tell. Like, I'm wearing shoes. Like, earlier tonight I was using cutlery. Like, I'm pretty English for a Scottish guy, because basically what I was in the 70s, like, my parents are English, they're from London, and what happened was they sold their house in London and moved to Dumfries, because for what you sold a house in London for, you could buy, like, Dumfries. And they started having kids, but they gave us daft names. They gave us English names. Like, I'm called Leo. You know what I mean? All my mates at school had proper Scottish names like Gordon, Shoogie, Doogie. Like, some of them just noises like, oh. I had to go to school in Scotland being called Leo. Like, might as well have called me Princess Pissy Pants. Murder. My brother had it worse, so he's called Sagittarius. He's not really, he's called Toby, but that's still a bit of a wanky name for Scotland. So I moved back down here. As soon as I could get the megabus, I moved down to London, like, love it in London. Like, I noticed some differences between Scotland and England since I moved down. Like, when I first moved down, Susan Boyle was just getting famous. Like, there's that clip of her. She comes out on stage, she's kind of dishevelled, sort of like me, slightly more facial hair, but she comes out on stage. She comes out on stage and she sings with that amazing voice, and all my English mates were like, oh my God. Because that is what English people sound like. Like, oh my God, how can somebody so hideously ugly? How can somebody so ugly sing with the voice of an angel? Whereas in Scotland, she's a bit of a babe. Sort of like our Mariah Carey, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's interesting times we're living through at the moment. Like, we've got Trump, we've got Brexit, there's probably some bad stuff as well. Like, no, I'm a fan of Trump. I agree with a lot of the stuff that Donald Trump says. Like, I agree with Donald Trump that I would also like to have sex with his daughter. She is really fit. She's really fit, and I respect a man who can go on TV when he's running for president and say he wants to pump his own daughter and still win. That is some Jedi skills. Brexit was nuts. Brexit was like the country just got drunk and accidentally unfriended Europe on Facebook. And then we're just carrying on like we meant it. Like, no, fuck you, we're doing this. I voted in it. I didn't vote for political reasons. I voted Remain, but not for political reasons. I voted Remain because my mum's moved to Spain and I want her to stay there. But everyone was confused by that vote. They interviewed people the next day on the news. They interviewed one bloke. He was like, I voted leave, but I didn't really want to leave Europe. So there's two options on that form. How did you fuck that up? Interviewed another bloke who was just like, I voted leave to get the Muslims out. Like, he's in for a shock when he finds out that Muslims don't come from Luxembourg. Should have just had a third option that said, I don't understand the question, but I'm a little bit racist. You know what I mean? Save us some hassle. Like, I'm not one of these left-wing comedians, by the way. Most comedians I meet are all left-wing. They're all like, oh yeah, I love Jeremy Corbyn, and I hate Margaret Thatcher. She's so evil she closed the coal mines. Like, I'm 6'6" and I'm from a coal mining area. Closing the coal mines is the best thing that ever happened to me. Imagine me in a coal mine, like, banging my head every 3 steps. Fucking rats running up my trousers. I'm hacking at a bit of rock, just dying from emphysema. Like, having to play in a brass band at the weekend. Like, my son wants to be a ballerina, and for some fucked up reason, I'm not allowed to let him. Yeah, like, fuck that, I want to work above ground in an office pissing about on Facebook. That's progress. You know what I mean? Facebook does my nutting, though. Like, some of my mates on Facebook, one of my mates does Tough Mudder. Do you know what Tough Mudder is? Yeah. It's like a marathon for cunts. Like, he does this Tough Mudder thing, so he's got the profile pictures all covered in mud. He's all like, yeah, I had to crawl through mud. I had to crawl through mud under barbed wire. Yeah, barbed wire. It's like, it's not dangerous. If it was dangerous, they wouldn't let you do it, you fucking accountant. Not in the SAS. My other friend, I've got two. My other friend just found out she's 12 weeks pregnant, so she's taking a selfie of her baby bump. She's all like, oh, check out my baby bump, I'm 12 weeks pregnant. But it's like, you're 12 weeks pregnant, that baby's the size of a grape. Like, you don't have a baby bump, you just always looked a bit pregnant. Like, nothing's changed because you pissed in a stick. It's like, what, are your thighs pregnant as well? And that's how you lose half the audience. Yeah, what can I tell you about myself? Well, I'm tall. I know I'm tall because people tell me every day that I'm tall. Well, I was in Lidl yesterday because comedy's going well. I was in Lidl. By the way, I walked into Lidl, they got a sign on the wall saying play the health lottery here. Like, play the health lottery in Lidl. I was like, I'm buying food in Lidl. I've already started playing. You know what I mean? But I'm in there doing the big shop. I've got like my German cheese, my German sausages, my German cereal, and a fucking lawnmower. I don't know what demographics are going for, but it's brilliant. The whole trolley comes to £8, like best shop in the world. But I'm in there queuing up, and this lassie in front of me clocks me, and she's like, oh, you're tall. Like I hadn't noticed. You know what I mean? Like I've been walking around all day being like, why? Why is the ground so far away? And then she follows it up with, have you always been this tall? I was born this tall. Had to be winched out of my mother's vagina. She thought she was giving birth to a linguine. Like, I started off baby size. That's how people work. But when you're tall, people just come up to you, start talking to you about it like it's normal. They'll come up, they'll be like, are your parents tall? As if that's not how genetics works. They'll be like, you should meet my cousin Billy, he's tall. You'd have something to talk about. Like, I would probably talk about how much of a prick you are. And I get this one a lot as well. They're like, do you play basketball? Like, do I play basketball? I don't know if you can tell from my accent, but I'm not from South Central Los Angeles. I'm from Dumfries. The only sports we've got in Dumfries are ones you can play with like a pint in one hand, like a cigarette in the other, try to slide a rock across some ice with your dick. And it's only tall people that get this. Like, you wouldn't go up to another kind of person. Like, you wouldn't go up to a fat person and be like, oh, you're fat. Have you always been this fat? Are your parents fat? You should meet my cousin Billy. He is fat as fuck. Do you play darts? Gotta be careful with jokes like that, because somebody came and saw my show and saw that I did a couple of jokes about fat people, and they blogged about it with their pudgy little fingers. And I was doing this show in Leicester, and these fat activists turned up. These halfway through the show, these fat activists got up, kind of slowly, and they were like, "We are fat activists," and I had to agree with them. They were fat as fuck activists, like. That's got to be a tough job, by the way, being a fat activist, because if you get too active, you might stop being so fucking fat. But I had to tell him I used to weigh 29 stone. I mean, I didn't. I just had to tell him that to get him to fuck off. But anyway, it's mostly good being tall. Like, the only downside with being tall is if I ever do manage to have sex, I just look like a giraffe trying to ride a space hopper. It's an indignity, because I had sex the other night. I mean, I say it was the other night, it was about 5 months ago, but the important thing is I had sex. Like, I met up with this lassie. She's over there, apparently. No. Yeah, I met up with this lassie. I know there's some Americans, and when I say lassie, I don't mean a crime-fighting dog. A genuine woman. I know I'm from rural Scotland. I don't do any animal, but like... But I met up with this lassie, and she was smart, she was funny, she was beautiful. I was like, this girl's amazing, you know what I mean? Then we went for some drinks, and then she was like, should we go back to yours? And I was like, fucking brilliant, this is on, you know what I mean? Then I wished I'd said it a little bit quieter. But it was totally on. You know when it's on, you pull out all the stops. I was pulling out all the stops. I even paid for an Uber back to mine. Like, you gotta pay for an Uber back in that situation. You cannot take a girl home on 3 night buses. Nothing dries up a vagina faster than 3 night buses home. those night buses have got fans at knee height just blowing Saharan air up towards the vaginal area, just gumming it shut. Like, pay for the Uber. Best £5.40 I've spent since I was in Lidl. But like, we got in, I'm still... We got in, I'm still pulling out the stops. I've got like Luther Vandross in the stereo, making it nice and smooth. Like, I've lit a scented candle with a curtain billowing over it, because nothing turns a girl on more than the risk of a fragrant house fire. Like, we're getting down to it. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to maintain a boner and not sweating her mouth too much. And I was like, I'm going to try and make this special. I'm going to try talking dirty. Like, I don't know if anybody here can talk dirty. It turns out I can't. Like, you look like a suave man in the world. What's your name? Andrew, nice to meet you, Andrew. What sort of stuff do you say when you're in flagrante? Judging by the body language here, it must work. What sort of stuff do you say? You say what? You say no. Taking a sinister turn. Blink twice if you want me to get the police. Andrew, this is... It's still better than I was doing. I was that nervous. I was just like, I like your tits. You know, it's terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. But she started talking dirty back to me. She's all like, harder, deeper, faster. I was like, harder, deeper, faster. That's the last thing I want to hear when I'm shagging. Like, faster. I'm 40 years old. I'm already going as fast as I can. I feel like I'm going to have a stroke here. I want to tap out, bring Andrew in, let him help finish the job. You know what I mean? She's like, harder, as if I've made a conscious decision to only let 60% of the blood into my boner. Like, I've had 8 pints of Stella. How hard do you think I can make this thing? And she's like, deeper, as if I'm stopping an inch off. Like, I'm not holding back. That's the full length of my dick you're getting there. Like, basically what she's telling me is I've got a tiny, insufficient, manky dick, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. Like, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear more reassuring stuff. I want to hear things like, not so deep. Not so hard. Oh, you're pulverising my tonsils with your massive love truncheon. You know what I mean? That'd be a bit more reassuring. I don't say the same sort of stuff back to women. I'm not there pumping away going like, be 5 years younger. Stop reminding me of my mother. You know what I mean? And then she says those dreaded words we never want to hear. She's like, make me come, give me an orgasm. Well, I've got no idea why she's turned into a Scottish man at this point, but... She's like, make me come, because I'd have no problem giving women orgasms if women could climax as efficiently as me. I'm like precision engineered in Germany or something. I'm there in 20 seconds like, yeah, Vorsprung Deutsch technique, baby. You know what I mean? I'm like the Google search engine of the orgasm world. Like, yeah, deliver 2.5 teaspoons of semen in 0.0016 seconds there, right party time. You know what I mean? Like, women are like the internet download bar. It's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be 10 minutes, it's going to be 1 minute, it's going to be 30 seconds, it's going to be 5 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 seconds. It's going to be 30 minutes. You know what I mean? It's hard at my age. Like, my body's not as tight and toned as it used to be. Like, especially my testicles. I don't know what's going on with my testicles. They're never the best looking part of my body. Like, they always looked about 97 years old. Look like Gordon Ramsay's forehead. Like, if he was a werewolf. And they're constantly adjusting for heat or optimal sperm production or something, like rolling over each other. Like, have you ever sat and watched this? Like, not mine. Like, Andrew, have you ever sat and watched your testicles doing this? That's a man who knows. Like, after the show, if you haven't seen this, like, and you've got testicles, go to the toilet, have a look, they'll be doing it. It's like some sort of fleshy lava lamp. It's amazing. Like, women, if you don't have testicles, just follow Andrew. He's going to give a demonstration. It's amazing, and at my age they start sagging as well. And this got me into trouble on holiday last year. I was down in the south of France with my ex-girlfriend. She wasn't my ex-girlfriend then, that would have been weird. But we're down on the beach, and she was like, should we sunbathe naked? There's nobody about. And I was like, yeah, brilliant. So I whipped the shorts off. I'm lying there on the sun lounger. I'm on holiday. I'm warm. I'm relaxed. Unbeknownst to me, my testicles were also on holiday and warm and relaxed. And they softened and melted through the slats in the sun lounger. Like the Terminator melting through the prison bars. You know what I mean? And I had no idea. I had no idea until my girlfriend wakes me up going, Leo, get your clothes on, there's people coming. I was like, what the fuck? I reach over and grab my towel. The fucking sun lounger came with me. I'm there on all fours with this white plastic sun lounger pinned to my arse. I feel like just screaming in agony. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? My girlfriend looks over and sees my balls just tight against the back of this sun lounger. Just quivering like a scared little hamster. And she just reached over and thumbed them through to the other side. Has anybody got any questions? I'll just tell you about this before I go, because I have to travel a lot for work. I'm a comedian, by the way. I have to travel. I had to go to Coventry the other day for this gig, so I thought instead of driving, I'll get the train. So I went online to buy the train ticket. I don't know if you've ever had to buy a train ticket online. It is the hardest process I've ever been through. Must have been easier putting space shuttles on the moon. Like, the first bit made sense. It's like, where are you going from? Where are you going to? What date? What time? That's the information they need. You know what I mean? Then it just starts asking increasingly unnecessary questions. It's like, what sort of ticket do you want? Do you want a first? Do you want a standard? Do you want a single? Do you want a return? Do you want a peak? Do you want an off-peak? Do you want a super off-peak? Do you want a super off-peak midweek? Do you want a super off-peak midweek? Advanced, super saver, anytime, family and friends, senior saver, discount, travel card, I don't fucking know. I just want to go to Coventry. Like, I don't even want to go to Coventry. It's a shithole. Stop punishing me for having to go to Coventry. I get down further, it asks me to select my seat. It's like, do you want to be near the luggage rack? Do you want to be near the toilet? I'm like, no way, do I want to be near the toilet on a train? They're always brimming with shite. They've got like shite on the floor, shite up the walls. They got that braille on the wall as well. That braille must just say, you now have shit on your fingers. You know what I mean? I get down further, it's like, do you want Wi-Fi? Do you want a plug? Do you want a table? Do you want a window seat? Do you want an aisle seat? Do you want to be going the same direction as the train? Well, I hope I'm going the same direction as... If I'm travelling perpendicular to the train, just levitating 10 feet above fields of barley, I'm not going to end up in Coventry, am I? I get down further, it asks for all the information you could possibly need to get a mortgage application in my name. It's like, what's your title? What's your first name? What's your middle name? What's your last name? What's your address? What's your big long credit card number that you can't read because it's all in square writing from a 1970s arcade machine for some reason? What's the date on it? Not that date, the other date. What's the little pissy number on the back? Then it's like, please don't not tick here if you don't not want us to not send you any special offers. Well, I've got no idea. I know whatever I tick, they're sending 500 spam emails right up my arse. I get down further, it's like, put in your email address. Then it's like, create a password. Then it's like, put it in again, just in case you fuck it up the first time, you fucking moron. Then finally, after spending ages on this thing, I click the button to buy the ticket. It says there's already an account associated with this email address. I'm like, for fuck's sake. I can't remember the password. I'm not Rain Man, you know what I mean? So I have to click the thing to get a new password. It sends it to my email account. Now I've got to log into my email, sift through all the shite they've sent me, like find the one from the train company. I click on the link in it. It opens up the train site again, but it's lost all that information. I spent ages putting in. I'm like, East Midlands trains, you can suck my dick. I'm like, suck my dick? That's a brilliant password. I'll never forget that. Suck my dick. That's fucking brilliant. I type it in. Suck my dick. Comes back. It's not long enough. It is. It is long enough. So that's why I got Megabus here tonight. Folks, you've been an absolute delight to talk to. I've been Leo Kersh. Good night, cheers.
Leo Kersh, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why he talks like that. He's not even Scottish. He's from Guildford. In it all. So, that's a good start to the second half. I think you'll agree. Kiwis, what do you think? Do you have comedy in Kiwi land? Do you have it there? Are you from North Island or South Island? North. Okay. Anyway, it's too far away. We don't care. We don't know which bit of the Isle of Wight's the Isle of Wight, to be honest with you. And neither do the people who live there. Six-fingered fuckers. Now, stop it. Racist. Oh, we got some in. Excellent. Mind your knuckles on the steps on the way out. Very nice of them to take a night off.